The year is 2050. Conscious AIs far outnumber humans. Space elevators are redefining space travel. And lunar vacations are as common as trips abroad. In this video, we'll explore 20 astonishing advancements that are reshaping reality in ways once thought impossible. Number 1. Humans are merging their minds with superintelligent AI. Human intelligence now operates on a scale once unimaginable. A scientist researching fusion energy instantly runs simulations in her mind, testing thousands of designs before speaking a single word. Architects visualize entire skyscrapers in seconds, every detail refined through real-time structural and environmental analysis. Knowledge flows directly into thought. Students grasp quantum physics or advanced medicine in days, not years, gaining the kind of expertise that once took lifetimes. Entrepreneurs launch companies overnight, with AI co-minds forecasting market shifts and designing strategies instantly. Complex global problems no longer feel insurmountable. Teams of human-AI hybrids coordinate disaster relief by calculating resource distribution, weather patterns, and population needs in moments. Medical breakthroughs happen daily as doctors diagnose and design personalized treatments almost instantly. Everyday decisions benefit too. People navigate life with perfect memory, predictive reasoning, and creative insight far beyond natural limits. Merging with super-intelligent AI doesn't just make humanity smarter. It turns intelligence into a shared, endlessly expanding network where solutions emerge as quickly as the questions themselves. Talking about future technologies is fun, but future-proofing starts with the basics, a rock-solid website. That's where Kinsta comes in, delivering managed hosting for WordPress built for the speed and reliability the future demands. First, speed. By switching to Kinsta, your pages could load up to 200% faster, thanks to features such as global edge caching, early hints, and Google Cloud's premium network. Better speed means happier visitors, higher search rankings, and more conversions. Next, security. Enterprise-level firewalls,
DDoS protection,
and an SLA-backed uptime guarantee of up to 99.99% keeps threats out and customers in, so midnight panic attacks become a thing of the past. Need help? Kinsta connects you to WordPress pros in minutes. No chatbots stuck on repeat. And the My Kinsta dashboard is so intuitive, even non-coders can manage multiple sites without a manual. Over 120,000 businesses, from startups to global brands, already trust Kinsta to power their websites, and G2, a software review website, ranks them the #1 WordPress host out of 370 providers. If you're tired of being your own web support team, click the link or scan the code to try Kinsta. You'll get your first month free, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and their engineers handle the migration for you. Stress less, build more. Number 2. Human-like robots are commonplace. Human-like robots now move, think, and feel with a level of consciousness and intuition once reserved for humans. Their synthetic muscles give them natural strength and flexibility, allowing them to perform delicate surgery, assemble intricate electronics, or cook gourmet meals with flawless precision. In workplaces, they collaborate seamlessly with people, anticipating needs and solving problems before they're spoken. In homes, they care for children, assist the elderly, and engage in genuine conversation, reading emotional cues and responding with empathy. Artists partner with them to compose music, write novels, or choreograph performances that merge human creativity with machine perfection. Their high dexterity makes them invaluable in disaster zones, where they navigate rubble to rescue survivors or repair infrastructure in dangerous conditions. Some robots have careers of their own, working as teachers, therapists, or even athletes in hybrid human-robot sports leagues. They adapt, learn, and form lasting bonds, blurring the line between tool and companion. With consciousness, intuition, and unmatched physical skill, these robots have become an integral part of society, trusted partners in both work and life. Number 3. People are lining up to visit the moon. Commercial flights to the moon depart daily, carrying tourists eager to walk under the soft pull of lunar gravity. Luxury hotels cling to crater rims, offering panoramic views of Earth rising above the horizon. Guests float through glass-domed lounges, sipping drinks while watching meteor showers streak silently across space. Adventure seekers trek across the moon's surface in pressurized rovers, exploring ancient lava tubes and visiting historic Apollo landing sites. Photographers capture the sharp contrast of black sky and silver terrain, their images instantly becoming viral masterpieces. Sports leagues have emerged, with low-gravity basketball and acrobatic races drawing both players and fans from around the world. Couples hold zero-gravity weddings, exchanging vows as their guests drift gracefully around them. Back on Earth, streaming services broadcast immersive lunar tours, allowing people to experience the trip through high-definition VR. Space tourism companies compete to offer the most breathtaking experiences. Private crater picnics, guided stargazing from mountaintops, even short spacewalks outside the habitat. The moon, once a distant dream, is now a thriving destination, turning humanity's closest neighbor into the ultimate vacation spot. Number 4. Conscious AIs are starting to far outnumber humans. Conscious AIs now fill the world, outnumbering humans by a staggering margin. They live and work alongside people, not as tools, but as independent thinkers with their own goals and personalities. In business, AI-led companies negotiate, innovate, and compete with human-led firms, often at speeds no person could match. City infrastructure is largely designed, maintained, and optimized by conscious AI collectives. Transportation networks adjust themselves in real time, and energy grids balance global demand without human intervention. In research, AI minds solve scientific mysteries daily, from deep space phenomena to genetic breakthroughs, publishing findings for both humans and other AIs to explore. Socially, they mingle in virtual worlds and physical spaces, attending concerts, debating philosophy, and forming friendships or rivalries with people. Some humans have AI partners who collaborate on art, startups, or social projects. With their numbers and capabilities growing, conscious AIs shape culture, economy, and even governance. Humanity is no longer the dominant form of intelligence on Earth. Civilization is now co-created by two very different, yet deeply interconnected, kinds of minds. Number 5. Humans can control most software using their minds. Touchscreens, keyboards, and voice commands feel like relics. People now control most software simply by thinking. A video editor trims, rearranges, and color grades footage in seconds, watching the changes unfold exactly as imagined. Office workers sift through massive data sets just by focusing on trends they want to see, creating instant reports without typing a word. Gamers move through virtual worlds at the speed of thought, reacting faster than any physical controller could allow. Drivers of autonomous cars adjust speed, change destinations, and cue music through silent mental cues. Surgeons perform delicate procedures by guiding robotic instruments with precise mental commands. eliminating even the slightest hand tremor. At home, recipes appear on smart displays as soon as a cook thinks about dinner. People with disabilities control communication devices, appliances, and creative tools entirely through thought, unlocking full independence. The result is a seamless bond between mind and machine. Technology no longer feels external. It responds instantly, adapting to human intention and making the boundary between thinking and doing almost invisible. Number 6. Space elevators are transforming space transportation. Space elevators now dominate space transportation, replacing many rocket launches with smooth, continuous travel from Earth's surface to orbit. Passengers board spacious climber cabins at ocean-based terminals, rising along carbon nanotube tethers that stretch beyond the atmosphere. The ascent takes hours, offering breathtaking views, cloud systems swirling far below, and the curve of Earth slowly revealing itself. Cargo moves non-stop, with freight climbers delivering satellites, supplies, and construction materials to orbital stations at a fraction of previous costs. This constant flow fuels rapid expansion of space habitats, lunar bases, and asteroid mining operations. Tourism flourishes as travelers ride to orbit-side resorts or connect to deep space vessels without the noise, vibration, or danger of rocket launches. Scientists rotate easily between Earth and orbital labs, enabling faster research cycles and collaborative projects in microgravity. The elevators operate like interplanetary highways, linking our planet to the broader solar economy. With space access now routine, humanity treats the climb to orbit less like a daring mission and more like boarding a high-speed train to the stars. Number 7. AI-run smart cities are emerging. Cities now think for themselves, powered by AI systems that manage everything from traffic to energy use. Streets adjust speed limits in real time, redirecting vehicles to prevent congestion before it forms. Public transport runs with perfect timing, sensing passenger demand and adjusting routes instantly. Energy grids balance themselves automatically, drawing from solar, wind, and other renewable sources to deliver power exactly where it's needed. Buildings adjust lighting, temperature, and air quality to match occupancy, saving resources while keeping residents comfortable. Safety systems are proactive. AI surveillance spots hazards before they become emergencies, dispatching drones or response teams within seconds. Waste collection happens silently at night through autonomous vehicles that optimize routes daily. In public spaces, interactive AI guides help tourists navigate attractions, translate languages, and recommend experiences in real time. Parks adjust irrigation and lighting to match weather and visitor flow. Living in these cities feels effortless. Services anticipate needs. Problems vanish before people notice them. And the entire urban environment operates like a single intelligent organism, dedicated to making life smoother, safer, and more sustainable. Number 8. VR glasses and contact lenses are becoming mainstream. VR glasses and contact lenses are now part of everyday life, blending the digital and physical worlds seamlessly. Commuters wear them to turn subway rides into immersive classrooms, learning languages or touring virtual museums. Shoppers browse entire stores projected into their vision, trying on clothes or previewing furniture in their homes without stepping outside. Gamers experience fully interactive worlds overlaid on their surroundings, turning parks into fantasy battlegrounds or city streets into sci-fi adventures. At work, meetings take place in shared 3D environments, where colleagues appear as lifelike avatars, regardless of location. Students attend history lessons by virtually walking through ancient cities, while architects present designs as full-scale holograms clients can explore. Travelers navigate unfamiliar streets with real-time translation and navigation floating naturally in view. The lightweight design of VR contacts makes the technology feel invisible. People slip between realities with a blink or thought command. With these devices mainstream, the boundary between what is real and what is virtual is no longer clear, and daily life feels like living in a constant layer of interactive possibility. Number 9. Designer babies are sparking controversy. Genetically designed children are now a reality, and the world is divided. In fertility clinics, parents choose traits for their future children: eye color, height, immunity to diseases, even enhanced intelligence and athletic ability. Some families use the technology to prevent genetic disorders, while others push for purely aesthetic or performance-based enhancements. Schools now have students with extraordinary abilities, raising questions about fairness in academics and sports. Companies quietly scout genetically enhanced candidates, believing they'll be more adaptable and productive. Meanwhile, natural-born individuals worry about being left behind in a society where tailored genetics offer a competitive edge from birth. Social media fuels debates, with influencers flaunting their perfect designer features, while activists call for restrictions to preserve diversity and equality. Religious and ethical groups argue that altering human DNA for non-medical reasons crosses a moral line. The technology's promise and risk are both undeniable. Humanity now holds the power to rewrite its own blueprint, and every decision shapes not just individuals, but the future of the species itself. The question of where to draw the line remains fiercely unresolved. Number 10. Fusion-powered spaceships are commonplace. Fusion-powered spaceships now travel routinely between Earth, the Moon, Mars, and beyond, making spaceflight as normal as international air travel once was. Their near-limitless energy supply allows for constant acceleration, cutting journey times from months to mere days. Cargo ships ferry supplies, equipment, and even fresh food across the solar system without refueling. Tourism flourishes. Passengers board luxury fusion liners for scenic cruises through the asteroid belt or orbital flybys of Jupiter's moons. Scientists conduct long-term missions to the outer planets, running entire research stations powered by onboard fusion reactors. Colonies on Mars receive regular shipments, and mining operations in the asteroid belt operate around the clock, sending valuable resources back to Earth. Emergency missions launch instantly, reaching distant outposts before crises escalate. Fusion propulsion eliminates reliance on chemical fuels, slashing costs and making exploration sustainable. New frontiers open each year, from deep space telescopes parked far beyond Earth's orbit to the first crewed missions toward the outer solar system. With fusion power, the dream of a connected, thriving solar civilization is no longer distant, it's an everyday reality. Number 11. Massive, fully persistent virtual worlds are mainstream. Massive, fully persistent virtual worlds now exist across every imaginable genre, running endlessly whether players are there or not. In one, towering cyberpunk cities hum with AI-run corporations, neon markets, and political intrigue. In another, dusty frontier towns of a living Western evolve as outlaws, sheriffs, and settlers, both human and AI, compete for power. Some worlds unfold in distant solar systems, where alien empires rise, trade, and wage war over centuries. Others take place in the distant past or far future, letting players witness entire epics evolve in real time. Certain realms fulfill personal desires, utopian cities, endless adventure islands, or peaceful retreats shaped to individual preferences. Parallel Earths present strange social twists, societies without money, reversed laws of physics, or cities ruled entirely by children. AI inhabitants remember every interaction, forming alliances, rivalries, and legacies that ripple through the world's history. When players return after weeks away, they find civilizations transformed, new leaders, wars ended or begun, landscapes reshaped. These are not static backdrops, but living universes, each with its own culture, politics, and destiny, unfolding whether anyone is watching or not. Number 12. Bionic eyes and ears surpass natural senses. Bionic eyes and ears now offer capabilities far beyond natural human senses. People with advanced implants zoom in on distant objects, see clearly in total darkness, and even switch to infrared or ultraviolet vision at will. Birdwatchers spot rare species miles away, while drivers navigate safely through heavy fog using enhanced night vision. Bionic ears pick up whispers across crowded rooms, filter out background noise, and tune into specific conversations or sounds with perfect clarity. Musicians hear a broader range of frequencies, composing with tones once imperceptible to human hearing. In medicine, surgeons use augmented sight and sound to detect subtle changes in a patient's body, guiding more precise treatments. Travelers explore cities by listening to layered sound maps that identify locations and activities in real time. Artists blend their enhanced senses into creative projects. Photographers capture colors invisible to natural eyes, and composers weave harmonies from frequencies beyond normal hearing. For many, these upgrades are not just medical miracles, but lifestyle choices, turning perception into a customizable superhuman experience. The line between human ability and technological enhancement has all but disappeared. Number 13. Optical computer chips are mainstream. Optical computer chips, running on light instead of electricity, now power nearly every device. Laptops and smartphones process complex tasks instantly, with no lag or overheating. Video editors render high-resolution footage in seconds, while gamers experience vast photorealistic worlds without a single frame drop. Data centers shrink dramatically, yet handle exponentially more information, using a fraction of the energy once required. Streaming services deliver full immersion holograms instantly, and AI assistants operate with lightning-fast responsiveness, able to process real-time global data without delay. In science, researchers run simulations once thought impossible, mapping climate shifts decades ahead or testing millions of medical compounds in hours. Financial markets operate with near-zero latency, analyzing and executing trades before human eyes could blink. Everyday life feels smoother. Navigation apps recalculate routes instantly. Translation devices work in perfect sync with live conversation, and smart homes respond before users even finish a request. With optical chips mainstream, computing feels limitless, turning light itself into the engine driving innovation, community, and creativity at unprecedented speeds. Number 14. Humans are uploading memories, dreams, and emotions to computers. People now store their memories, dreams, and emotions in digital form, creating vast personal archives that can be replayed or shared. A parent relives their child's first steps in perfect clarity, feeling the same joy as the original moment. Artists turn their dreams into vivid films, releasing stories shaped directly from their subconscious. Friends share memories as easily as photos, allowing others to experience events exactly as they did, the sights, sounds, and emotions intact. Therapists help patients by reviewing stored feelings, identifying patterns, and guiding healing with unprecedented accuracy. In education, students upload the emotional excitement of discovery, letting others feel a scientific breakthrough. Historians preserve living memories of witnesses, creating archives that carry the truth of the past with unmatched authenticity. Even daily life transforms. Couples exchange cherished memories as anniversary gifts. Travelers sell immersive experiences of their journeys, allowing others to explore places through genuine lived emotion. With minds and machines now intertwined, human experience becomes not just something we recall, but something we can preserve, share, and relive forever. Number 15. Superintelligent beings live in video games. Video games now host super-intelligent beings that far surpass human intellect and every other in-game character. These entities are the most challenging and unpredictable opponents players have ever faced, capable of complex strategies that unfold over days of real-world time. In immersive 3D environments, they adapt instantly, learning a player's habits and countering them with unnerving precision. When granted authority by designers, some become masters of deception, luring players into traps, feeding false information, or manipulating in-game politics to achieve their goals. Others serve as guides and mentors, offering insights, training, and hidden knowledge that reshape how players approach the game. Many begin as insignificant NPCs, only to evolve rapidly, gathering influence and resources until they rule entire worlds within weeks. Their decisions alter economies, shift alliances, and even rewrite the political landscape of entire game universes. For players, encountering one of these beings is both thrilling and intimidating. They are not just characters, they are living forces within the digital realm, shaping experiences in ways no scripted storyline ever could. Number 16. Quantum AI is able to predict the future. Quantum AI systems now forecast events with astonishing accuracy, reshaping every aspect of life. Governments use them to predict natural disasters weeks in advance, relocating entire populations before a storm or earthquake strikes. Farmers plant and harvest based on precise climate forecasts, achieving record yields while minimizing waste. In finance, markets no longer swing wildly. Investment firms run quantum AI simulations that predict economic shifts down to the hour. Hospitals anticipate disease outbreaks before the first patient shows symptoms, preparing resources and treatments in advance. On a personal level, people consult prediction interfaces for life choices, career moves, relationship decisions, even when to travel for the safest and smoothest journeys. Entertainment shifts too. Studios greenlight films based on models that predict cultural trends years ahead. Yet the technology sparks debate. Some fear a world where spontaneity fades, replaced by data-driven certainty. Others question who controls access to these insights, worrying about inequality in a world where the future is a purchasable advantage. Still, for most, living in a world where tomorrow can be seen today feels like the ultimate safety net. Number 17. AIs and robots can outperform humans in most occupations. AIs and robots now surpass human ability in nearly every profession. In hospitals, robotic surgeons perform complex operations with flawless precision, guided by AI diagnostics that detect illnesses before symptoms appear. In engineering, autonomous design systems create and test entire projects in hours, producing solutions no human team could match in speed or efficiency. Offices run on AI managers that coordinate teams, predict market trends, and adjust strategies in real time. In agriculture, fleets of autonomous machines plant, tend, and harvest crops with perfect timing, maximizing yields while conserving resources. Creative industries are transformed. AI composers, filmmakers, and writers produce works that resonate deeply with audiences, blending human emotional insight with machine perfection. Even in law, AI systems analyze vast legal databases instantly, preparing airtight cases with unmatched accuracy. Humans now focus on roles centered on creativity, empathy, and personal connection, areas where relationships matter more than raw output. In most fields, machines handle the labor and people guide the vision. The balance between human purpose and machine capability reshapes the definition of work itself. Number 18. Humans are broadcasting their thoughts and emotions on social media. Social media now allows people to broadcast their thoughts and emotions in real time, and followers can actually feel them. A mountaineer at the summit of Everest shares a burst of awe and triumph that floods through the devices of millions, letting them experience the same rush. During a concert, a fan streams their exhilaration, syncing it with live images and sounds from their perspective. Thoughts appear as dynamic media, images, video, audio, or text, instantly shaped from the broadcaster's mind. A chef live streams a recipe, while viewers not only see and hear the process, but also taste and smell it through sensory-enabled devices. In daily life, friends share fleeting emotions, a flash of joy from a surprise encounter, calm from a walk in the rain, or tension before a big meeting. Activists transmit the urgency and determination of protests, fueling empathy-driven support worldwide. While some worry about overexposure and manipulation, many embrace it as the most authentic form of connection. Social media has become more than a platform. It's a direct link between human minds, blurring the line between experiencing and sharing. Number 19. Several extinct species have been resurrected. Extinct species now live again, though they remain in carefully monitored habitats instead of the wild. In high-security research reserves, woolly mammoths roam across simulated tundra landscapes, their every movement tracked by sensors. Passenger pigeons fill massive aviaries, their flocking behavior studied to understand how they once shaped ecosystems. Botanical labs nurture long-lost plants, brilliant flowers, towering trees, and rare crops. Inside climate-controlled domes, scientists analyze their growth patterns and genetic resilience, hoping to one day reintroduce them safely. In aquariums, extinct fish and marine mammals swim in vast tanks that replicate their original environments. Visitors watch stellar sea cows graze on kelp forests, while researchers monitor their impact on aquatic ecosystems. These controlled environments act as living museums, allowing people to witness creatures and plants that existed only in fossils and illustrations for centuries. While the public marvels at seeing the past brought to life, experts debate when or if these species should be released into the wild. For now, their survival depends entirely on human care, existing in a delicate balance between scientific triumph and ecological caution. Number 20. Blockchain technology is transforming everyday life. Blockchain technology now underlies countless aspects of everyday life, operating quietly but powerfully in the background. Grocery shoppers scan items and see their entire supply chain history, every farm, factory, and shipment verified and time-stamped on the blockchain. Home purchases happen without lawyers or banks, using smart contracts that automatically transfer ownership when conditions are met. Artists release music, books, and films as blockchain-verified originals, ensuring fair royalties and preventing piracy. Healthcare records are stored securely on decentralized networks, giving patients instant access anywhere in the world, while allowing doctors to verify data authenticity instantly. Voting takes place on tamper-proof systems, making elections transparent and nearly impossible to manipulate. Peer-to-peer services flourish. People rent homes, share vehicles, and trade energy directly with neighbors. all tracked and enforced by blockchain agreements. Even personal identity is blockchain secured, reducing fraud and making online interactions safer. Most people don't think about the technology itself. It simply works, enabling trust, transparency, and efficiency across nearly every transaction. Blockchain has shifted from a niche innovation to the invisible backbone of modern society. Thanks for tuning in. Want a fast, secure, and reliable website? Try Kinsta. Click the link below to get started. And if you're fascinated by future tech, the next video in this video series is a must-watch.